Hello, 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 hello. Today I will be talking to Steve Anderson. Let's talk to the master himself. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Oh, it's so lovely to see you.
Good to see you too. We haven't seen each other for ages. We've been in a little contact over the year, of course, because our beautiful song made it on this beautiful record I did.
Yes.
Probably we should start with that right away. This is the moment where we've met. I did a little songwriting session, and therefore I met you and Emma Rowan, and we started making music together.
But this is the first time we ever met, and we obviously loved what you did, and loved your voice. Oh, you just need this song that's like a Dusty Springfield, Shirley Bassey, James Bond song.
It was incredible. As you said, we met, and I think we were 20 minutes in, like everybody got a coffee. Hi, my name is. Hi, my name is.
Yeah.
And then he was sitting down at the piano, and it just immediately happened.
Yeah, but we would never have dreamed that it would end up being on a record with the Vienna Symphonic. And I mean, it was the only song on that album that wasn't a cover as well. I mean, I was so proud. It's one of the proudest moments of anything I've done, having that on that record.
I was, because now I'm a professional journalist, and I opened up your Wikipedia page. This page is packed with names and productions you did.
Okay.
Unbelievably talented.
I started very young, very, very young. No, where started, I mean, I went there when I genuinely was quite young. I went there when I was 19 as a studio kind of tea assistant and tea boy. And the other guy that was in Brothers in Rhythm, before it was Brothers in Rhythm, was working in the same building, editing a magazine. We just got together, and he was a DJ as well. So we just started doing remixes that went really well. And then the first big break we got was the Pet Shop Boys asked us to work on one of their songs. Tremendous luck, unbelievable luck.
You learned from the best. The way you describe it right now is really you get the best of the best, and then you get the opportunity to pick and choose and separate it and get into their head.
I've always played piano and keyboards, and I've obviously been programming and stuff like that. But just to understand how those records worked, and just David and I were very fortunate. We had a really good record company. It was a little dance label that had signed. Do you remember Black Box, Right on Time? That big Italian kind of dance classic was #1, and they, after Kylie left Stock Aitken and Waterman, she signed to this little dance label, and we got our friend on the phone and said, oh, we'd love to try something, and that's what happened. So she came down to this little studio, and that's where we met, and that was confided in me, and then that's now been 20 however many years now, 23 years together. But yeah, I've dabbled. I mean, I've just loved being around great artists and great musicians.
I think probably that's why we clicked also, because I think that I said something to you, or at least with the pictures that we created with Shirley Bassey and all those big production numbers, you instantly knew in which room we were in, what the light has to be. So
I think the thing with you is that it always had to be flamboyant, but it had to have a darkness and a class to it. It had to have an intensity to it.
I kind of sense that, and I would totally agree if you would say so too, creating a show is the optimum, I would say, of making music.
But yeah, it is. I love it. I love that kind of thing. And I love building a show. And it doesn't have to all be grand. It doesn't have to be Les Folies with, 50 people on stage and fountains. It can be a small show. I mean, the Leona show I did with my friend Emma, it was a very small show. It was projection based. Yeah. But it's about making the most of what you've got. And yourself, you can do a lot with a little.
But coming from a place where you actually wanted to be a journalist.
Well, no, I really loved music, and I didn't want to become a journalist and not this, but it's a bit like I didn't want to just be a producer. I wanted to be a remixer. They have a magazine there, and, we got the first copy of Like a Prayer, the album, and I got to review it for the magazine. And I wanted to be like, I've always loved, I still love new music. There's nothing like discovering something amazing And it's harder to do these days because there's so much out there. When you just all of a sudden you'll find something and it's new and it's a new artist and you just want to play it to everyone you know. That is the best feeling in the world.
Absolutely. Do you have like a group chat of friends where you're like reviewing the latest Lady Gaga thing or the latest whatever?
Yeah, I do have a few really close friends that, you know, that we will recommend things to each other as well. There's really good music being made.
Where do you go to search for new music?
You have to go looking for it. You know, I spend probably 2 to 3 hours a week at least just looking for new music. And sometimes I won't find anything.
Yeah.
That, you know, and it's very rarely on New Music Friday because that stuff is, there's some good stuff on there, but it doesn't kind of get me. I'm sort of have this phrase of kind of, you know, longevity over trending. Trending's easy. Trending, you can get something in 2 weeks, but someone that can last and stay for years. You say incredible artists that understand it's about reinvention, and whether that's, you know, if that's Kylie or if that's Madonna or if that's Gaga. I mean, Gaga's latest reinvention is to pretty much make a record from 1992. It's a reinvention from what she was doing before. There's great music out there.
What's next for you, if there's anything you can tell us?
When are we making our fully orchestral album?
When are we making the musical about my life?
Because what I love about you is like you've got so many, like you've explored so many musical different genres. Like if you want to do an electronic record, you'll make an electronic record and it'll be the best one that you can make. And if you want to make, you know, I mean, we got together a bit after that first record and started experimenting with some demos, and it was quite acoustic. It was the first time you were starting to play with the lower register of your voice, which was really interesting. Let's get back and make a record because I love working with you. You've really, really paved the way for so many people over the years. And you were one of the first people to kind of say, well, just because I'm this, it doesn't mean I'm only this.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Pussy Papa.